All right, so, gentlemen, ladies, and Arclight. When last we met, in fact, Arclight, you're not here yet, but this will clue you in. When last we played, your friend Azad was sort of pissed off because it turns out that Owain is basically enslaving his people to do his dirty work. When you found this out, you confronted Owain with a proposition that Thorin Hawklight may or may not be trying to move in on his territory. Upon discovering that Owain is in fact a Death Knight, you quickly and promptly obeyed his command and went over to Thorin Hawklight's, Wyrmwick City, with the intent of either killing, capturing, discussing, or whatever the hell you guys were going to do. Thorin Hawklight. And, let's see, what else can I recap for you guys? That was pretty much it. You met Brother Walken. You determined that you currently don't have the means, you currently don't know how or cannot free these enslaved peoples. And upon trying to remove the device of enslavement, it promptly killed them. And then you smashed their heads in for no good reason. So,
Zombies!
That's where we are. You're on your ship in the middle of fuck nowhere. Actually, you're in harbor right now at Wyrmwick. And that's where it leads us. Azad, however, has taken leave of the group. He feels he needs to venture back to his homeland to check on his family and brethren.
Left the oven on.
He also left the oven on. And Arclight, you were not here yet.
On the vine. Yeah.
I will let you know when you are. But yeah, that's pretty much the situation thus far.
Oh.
So, well, looky here. It seems that things are going to be a matter difficult coming up here. We need to decide what we are going to be doing with this story in Hawkphone Fiddle. If you get what I'm saying.
I don't, actually.
Well, looky here. Open up your ears.
You're going to do this the entire night?
I assume with Spoonie gone, I had permission.
I just want to make sure. I mean, if you're going to do it the entire night, I'm going to hold you to it.
Well, okay then.
Alright. So,
Well, let's see here. This is quite interesting in terms of the situation. We have to deal with Thorin. We have to deal with him in some way. Either, I mean, basically, our main options with him is either we go through with the orders we got from over there, or we act like double agents and essentially do another back deal with him. And this is clearly getting rapidly into problems where we're deep in over our head. So
Now, Jason, real quick, what kind of creature is a Death Knight? Like, is that an unholy thing, or is it...
I will, in fact, I will give you the exact information in 1 second. How's that sound? Page 40. A Death Knight wields fear like a weapon. It charges... That's enough of that. I don't give a shit. He's an undead natural humanoid. I don't know how you can be undead and natural at the same time, but there you go.
Well, I'm not too keen on helping out undead
just so you know,
Yes.
and this may go without saying, he's aligned evil.
Okay, I figured as much.
I do not believe we should ally ourselves with this unholy creature.
I would be in agreement. It's just as soon as we go against what he offered us, then, well, he's going to be coming after us, and we'll have to be ready for it, I guess. I casually pull out my knife to check
an entire church of Palor here. If he wants to come and get us, then he can. So be it.
Fair enough.
Doesn't seem like the guy would have a trouble wiping out a small town.
No, not quite.
To be fair,
Wyrmwick is not that small.
Wyrmwick's a population of almost 1 million.
Oh.
So we I think we're in agreement that we're going to go back to Hawkeye and we're going to essentially let him know about the situation.
The only problem I've got with that, those pirates we got the ship off, they knew where we were going.
Oh yeah.
So obviously either he inquired before or let them know we were coming for their ship.
Oh, I believe questioning is good.
Had something planned. So I don't think everything's quite as clear cut here, either.
No, it is most certainly not.
Well, I'm certainly fine with at least visiting him without the intent to kill or capture him. It's just a matter of, well, what do we tell him and what do we allow him? What do we trust him with, information-wise? After we figure out,
Now, was there like a note that he gave us, the Death Knight guy?
No, he commanded you. He commanded you to go kill Thorin.
Okay.
It was just a case of kill and get shinies.
But I thought there was a note or something we found, wasn't there? Were we able to translate that, or
go back to my? You found you had a list of commands that the basic commands you could give to the enslaved.
Oh, okay.
You also had early on, and I don't have it in my notes right now, but earlier on you did have a note that may or may not have indicated that Thorin Hawklight was a recipient of a package.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Now there was some letter involving
Yes,
him.
we
Okay.
think he's actually involved in this and just trying to take over rather than trying to get to the bottom of it.
That's what you concluded, yes.
Okay.
Could always ask Brother Walker to kill the Death Knight for you.
We always could. He is a very powerful mage, cleric thing.
Stop talking to yourself. You can't hear the DM. Okay, stop talking to yourself.
Who are you talking
Well, look at here. I heard something. It was the wind.
In your head.
Did you not hear it?
No.
Had a very thick New York accent.
What's New York?
What's...
I don't know either. Let's get going. I'm starting to feel insane.
So you guys are gonna head to Thorian's abode?
Yes. And I do believe that we should formulate a game plan as to what we are going to say to Mr. Thorian.
well, I think the first order of business is figure out, ask him, why did they know that we were going to be there, and exactly what they were going to have. I think things went almost too easily for us to get over there, and I want to resolve that first. Then we can talk about, well, the counter offer we've been given. Does that sound like a fair order of discussion?
Sounds fair enough to me.
Well, actually, thinking about it, when we were talking to the Death Knight dude, didn't we just outright say that Thorian sent us, and he didn't seem too bothered?
No.
We said Thorian was trying to move in your territory, and he just ordered us to go kill him, as if he already knew he was in his employ.
Or simply that he's just very decisive. It's any even hint of dissent, and he just wants it dead right away. So
The basic thing is, what are we assuming about Thorian? That's the big decision. Are we taking his side, or are we taking the Dead Knight?
Well,
Death Knight.
I refuse to take the side of undead abomination.
I don't believe that we should be taking either side. We should bring them both to justice.
I concur.
Perhaps we should begin with the one that we can handle in our current state, but eventually we will have to defeat both of them.
Yep. We need a training montage.
yes.
What?
The only training in D&D is murder. Okay.
Murder montage.
Really, well, I say we go out into the field. We find an area where boars just respawn and just keep on fighting them repeatedly until we.
I
until we are
agree.
able to... All right, it's decided. Okay, let's go to Thor.
That would take forever. You are all insane.
You can't grind. All right.
Well, looky here. Do I sound
I know.
insane to you?
Now, you can't grind in my session, guys. I'll remind you that I'm keeping track of the XPs, so...
Like 4 days later, nothing's happened!
You've gained 0 experience. Damn it! Maybe we keep killing them. Alright, let's go. Let's go to Thorian.
You guys are gonna head to Thorian, then?
Yep.
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Okay, considering it's night, he's not in... Well, I guess we can move today.
Yeah.
Alright, so you'll spend the night in your ship, and you'll move today. You're going to... approach him in his office? Where?
Believe we will... Well...
The office? Are you going to try to find him on the street? Are you going to try to find where he lives? Or are you just going to go to his office?
Office is probably best.
Okay. It's nighttime. You're eaten by a group. No, alright, so your group wanders off to the local guard, to Thorian's guard station, at least. And you find his office, and you knock on the door opens, and Thorian greets you. My friends, welcome back. I hope you have good news for me.
Well...
As he welcomes you into his office, and sits back down at his desk.
We have news. We were able to do what you asked without too much trouble.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So you have the evidence we need, then?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Though, I have to be honest, when we pulled into dock, that actually went by much more, how would I say, easily than I suspected it was going to.
Easily as in...
As in, it seemed like they were expecting us to be there in some way.
I'd imagine so. You did hijack one of their pirate ships.
Well...
Unless you didn't use this merchant ship.
Well, we did use the ship, but even given that, there was just something that felt just a little odd about the area when we pulled in. It was like, as if this ship might have frequented the area, and they didn't even seem put off by the fact that people who were not at all in the ship before, possibly, pulled into dock, so...
You do know Owain has a high turnover ratio, do you?
Well, I would suspect so after seeing what we saw over there.
Generally, he's not known as one of the nicest people in the world. In fact, most people don't even know what he looks like. Most people have never even met this Owain. I suspect myself that he's but a figment of our imaginations, and some sort of conglomerate of illegal activity actually controls the hold.
Listen, I believe my associates here have some other things they would like to add into the conversation. Eli.
Do you have the crates, at least?
Yes, the crates. We have them safely on the ship still. We didn't want to move them too much to the city, just to not draw too much attention towards them, but they're on the ship and they're secured.
He signals to one of the guards standing outside the door. So the guard nods and walks off. Excellent. My men will retrieve the crates. You said your friends had something they needed to bring up.
Oh, he mentioned Eli, but I don't know if Chris is back.
Well,
You want to wait for Chris?
we can, or I mean, if anyone else wants to chime in, that's fine too.
All right. Well, why don't we'll wait for Chris before we do this. I didn't realize he had left. Maybe
He said he'd be right back. But...
Oops.
What'd you need me for?
We're talking with Thorin right now, and I explained that we got the crates and there was achievement from the ship, but I said my associates have some other things we'd like to discuss, and I just sort of nodded towards you just to keep from being the only guy talking the whole time.
Were you aware of the slaving going on over there, Mr. Thorian?
Not necessarily slaves, though there were rumors of people who were working against their will. Nobody actually ever proved that.
So you were completely unaware of the elves that were being enslaved over there?
Enslaved elves? No,
Yeah.
I've not heard of this.
Okay, good, because they were drows. I was trying to catch you off guard, and you were very sharp.
I have not heard of enslaved drows either. This is something new to me. What do you mean enslaved drows? Drows are rather powerful. You don't generally just chain them up.
Sense motive.
Well,
I'm going to see if he is lying.
All right.
Let's see.